So once you are aware, well, then what do you do? That's when we start to do step number 2, is to consciously create and choose how you want to approach those relationships. Many of us react to our relationships. We allow people to enter our lives without giving thought to, is this someone that I really want to have as a friend? Is this someone that I want to spend a lot of time with? And we don't give thought to that before we jump into a relationship. But each of these choices impacts the experience you have in your life. And some of the choices, without even understanding the choices you're making, can have a huge impact. If you are around someone who maybe is into something shady, and they draw you into it without even realizing you're going that direction, or maybe you're around someone who, again, they're all about image and they don't have that substance of spirit, they might be influencing you to be a little more superficial than to being more authentic. So all these things have impact on us. The main thing is that it should be focused on you. It's your life experience. It's your opportunity to create what you want in your life. How do you want your relationships to feel? Have you really thought about that question? Anybody, how do you want your relationships to feel? Very happy? And fun-filled relationships. Excellent. Anyone else? How do you want your relationships to feel? Back there, really speak up for me.
Beneficial to both of us.
Mutual and beneficial, both giving and receiving. How many have relationships where they don't also receive? They give a lot, but they don't receive? Is that your fault or their fault? I think I stand to correct you on that. You know why? Because I experienced that. And you know what I realized why I wasn't receiving? Because I felt that I had to give. I didn't realize that I wanted to receive as well. I felt maybe I shouldn't be dependent or need someone to give me something. I felt like I had to be too strong on my own. And so I could be the powerful person who's giving all the time, but I wasn't going to be weak and receive. Or I couldn't humble myself and say, and be honest with myself and say, you know, this is what I want in this relationship. My friends, I have very good friends, but I was giving. But I forgot to ask them for what I needed. Can they read my mind? Are you saying what you want? A lot of times you're not. You're holding it back. You're thinking, well, they should know. They don't know until you ask. Isn't it ask and you shall receive? Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. Okay, well, let's start asking. What do you have control over? Tell me what you have. Who do you have control over? Yourself. Can you control the people in your life? No, we try to. We want to exert control. We spend so much time and effort trying to get people to do what we want them to do and be the way that we want them to be. And we forget that the only thing we can truly impact is ourselves. So if you want change to start, it doesn't start by changing your husband or changing your child. Who do you change? Yourself. Going back to what we talked about yesterday, those hot buttons. If someone comes and pushes your button and says something that makes you very angry, who is choosing your reaction? You are. Could you choose another reaction? Could you choose another approach? You might feel like you can't because you're so used to reacting in a certain way, but you can choose a new approach if you become aware of the dynamics that are going on. Very simple. Think about it. This person typically does this, and then I react like this, and then they react like this, and all of a sudden it's a big blow up, and I'm losing all of my energy because I'm screaming at the top of my lungs to try and get my point across to the other person. Okay, so you observed it. Okay, now what? Well, do I want to do this? Do I want to continue to experience this? No. I want to conserve my energy. I want peace. So what will my approach be? All right, I know this person is going to say this to me. I can't control that, but I sure can control my response to them. And then the whole dynamic begins to change. And then I become in control of what I experience, whether it means stopping my interactions with that person, maybe, whether it means just reacting in a different way.